ας περάσουμε στο επόμενο μας θέμα που παρουσιάζει δύο συντελεστές στην ταινία ντοκιμαντέρ The Fall of Empire. Η Helen Michael είναι η editor της ταινίας και η Maria Christou είναι ηθοποιός, της οποίας φιλοξένησε στην εκπομπή «Πρόσωπα» ο Βασίλης Παναγή. Οι δύο συντελεστές που κατάγονται από την τιμημένη Κύπρο μίλησαν για τη δουλειά τους και για τα μελλοντικά τους σχέδια. Εμείς θα παρακολουθήσουμε αποσπάσματα από τη συνέντευξη και το ντοκιμαντέρ.
They are from the film The Fall of Empire, the story of Catherine of Alexandria. Katerina from Alexandria. Is Helen Michael. Good evening, Helen. Καλησπέρα. Τι κάνεις, καλά είσαι?
Καλά, μια χαρά.
Welcome to Hellenic TV.
Thank you very much.
And I have Maria Christou, yes?
Yes.
Καλησπέρα,
Καλησπέρα,
Maria.
Βασίλη.
Τι κάνεις?
Καλά, εσείς?
You are from Cyprus, yes?
Είμαι.
Yes, είσαι από την Κύπρο. But Helen, you born here,
I was
yeah?
born here, from Greek.
Okay, before I go to the film and all this kind of thing, can you give me just a little bit more information about yourself? What do you do at the moment? I mean, how you get into filming and all this?
How did I get into filming? Well, I've always wanted to get into acting for film. When I first started, I did a course at Mount View Theatre, but that was for theatre.
Okay.
And I knew that that wasn't where I wanted to be. And eventually I wanted to direct my own film.
Okay.
And we were, funny enough, we were in Camden with Maria, and we have a habit of picking up magazines and going through them. And in there we saw an advert for Hendon Studio, where
they were looking for people
where Michael Redwood was originally. They were doing courses for directors and for actors, where I approached them for directing, but that course got filled up.
Okay.
And so I fell onto the acting side, acting for film, and Maria joined as well, acting for film. And that's how it all started.
So that was with Michael Redwood,
Redwood,
yes?
and that's when we saw the original trailer that they shot. I was so taken aback, I really liked it. I thought, I really need to be a part of this. And Michael gave us every opportunity to, you know, if we were any good, he promised us a part in the film.
So, yeah, but you are the editor of the film as well.
I am.
How you get into editing?
Well,
was it in the
that
same
story
course?
Was, as I said, I'm just in filmmaking. So after the film was filmed, I asked Michael if I could observe him editing with the editor, and he said, why don't you go and do an editing course? I was like, okay. I thought that's a good idea, why not? So I went and done an editing course, and then I was editing with the editor at the time, and then for some reason he left due to some problems,
and you did
and then I had to take over the whole editing. I was a complete novice, but with the help of Michael supervising, we managed to complete the film.
Good. And you, Maria, you started here in London acting, or?
I came to London actually to take my studies further. I always had an interest into films, anything that had to do with being artistic, really. And it led me down to Michael's studio, which he's an incredible teacher. He's really, really good teacher. He's very supportive, and he would give the time to his students to explain if questions or fears or anything that goes through anyone's mind at the time. He was always there to help, which is very important.
How long the course was? It was a short course, or?
Well, it's 6 weeks, but then if you're any good, you carry on, you stay there for as long as it takes.
Yes.
So we were there for years, but we were working on the film as well at the same time.
Yeah, the film started how long ago?
Oh, I think it started just before I got there, which was, I think it was 2010, no, what am I talking about? When did I join? 2004, I think I joined. I think it started 2003, it must have been, because they shot the first trailer with Brian Blessed and Freddie Jones. And as I said, when I saw that, I wanted to join. And then after that, obviously due to financial reasons, it was put on hold until we got the finances to shoot more, and it was done in increments.
Okay. Now, going further, I mean, we're going to talk about the film in a minute, but you did anything else after that, apart from, you know...
Well, I've got my own script that I've written, and...
For a feature film or short film?
Feature film. We're both going to be in it.
You're working together, yes?
Yes, but Maria has her own script as well.
Production, what is it?
Yeah, we're forming our own company.
Oh, okay.
With
What's the story? What's it all about?
It's a romantic comedy.
Oh, I like romantic comedies.
Yeah, it's called 4 Steps to Happiness.
Let's go and see the documentary, and then we're going to come back and say good night to you.
Time out. It's time. Alas, my dear Catherine, church leaders in their infinite wisdom have decided that you do not exist. Nothing personal.
Are you the one who so shamelessly insults our gods? Those gods whose glory is everlasting?
The story of Catherine dates back 1,700 years, and despite the 400 to 500 Renaissance paintings depicting her as pale-skinned and European, the film that we produced portrays her as an Arab. All the evidence points to that direction. She was the first woman of position to denounce Rome's enforced pagan worship upon the masses, and she was extremely highly educated with an ability to speak and write in dozens of languages.
She writes in so many languages, it could be dangerous propaganda. They must not be published.
Despite the senators trying to stop the writings, they were published and spread across the world, particularly in the north of England, Scotland and Ireland, where she had a tremendous following of barbarian women.
Of course, Catherine of Alexandria was a remarkable person. I mean, she was a very humble person, but a person of magnificent intelligence, and really had a rapport with the poor people, or indeed with everyone. And she was a peacemaker. That's the great thing about her.
The story begins when Catherine, as a child, is abducted and taken to Alexandria by Egyptian soldiers working for Rome's Eastern Emperor Maxentius. It also focuses on Catherine's childhood sibling Constantine, who survived the attack on the family camp. This was simply a case of child abduction, and brutal at that, with the slaughter of her family. For any young girl to experience what Catherine experienced, to be taken through the busy streets of Alexandria into a palace, and especially thrown into the dungeons for years, would have been a terrifying ordeal. Young Constantine grew up to become Constantine the Great, and never gave up hope of finding Catherine, much to the annoyance of his peers.
I've seen you wandering the lines of tents here, scanning the faces of the soldiers in my army. How dare you? I won't have it. You would need a lifetime of search to see all their faces.
Don't presume loneliness. There are those of us who understand.
Katerina was her name.
The main theme of the film is about Catherine's life. Obviously, she was snatched for her beauty. Then, after being locked away for years, she was eventually given some kind of freedom. Later on, when it was discovered how intelligent she was, this was seen as a threat by all of the senators within the palace, except for Gallus, played by Peter O'Toole. He is the only one who befriended Catherine.
We all know how much you despise her intellect.
She doesn't belong here. She never did.
It could be other gods, religions.
Vita, played by Samantha Beckinsale, was the woman who kept things together at the palace. She was the empress, or the wife of Maxentius, but in fact, she was the woman who tried to do what all women do, and that's maintain the peace. However, that was difficult with a young, beautiful Catherine in the palace, gaining the attention of her husband. Vita tried to set Catherine free, tried to not harm Catherine, because she simply didn't know how to accept this godly woman in her midst. And from what we can gather, Vita simply vanished from the history books. There's very little known about her. However, what is known needed to be played by an accomplished actress, and that's why we particularly headhunted Sam Beckinsale.
Rome has adopted many gods from many countries. Serapis, Attis.
Rome has never denounced any of its gods, adopted or otherwise.
Bring her.
At this point, the film portrays Helena, who was supposedly Maxentius' mother, starting to see Catherine's point of view, and in fact defending her when Catherine is cross-examined.
Name 10 most mighty, merciful Roman gods of worship.
You name them.
When senators themselves were asked about naming gods, they didn't know the names of half of them. They didn't know which were the Greek gods, which were the Roman gods. It was hypocrisy throughout the empire.
Ολόκληρη τη συνέντευξη και το ντοκιμαντέρ θα το μεταδώσουμε αυτή την Κυριακή στις 8 στην εκπομπή πρόσωπα. Αγαπητοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές, αυτά είχαμε για σας απόψε. Στο σημείο αυτό να σας υπενθυμίσουμε ότι μπορείτε να επικοινωνείτε μαζί μας τηλεφωνικά στο 020 8292 7037 ή μέσω της ηλεκτρονικής μας διεύθυνσης info@hellenictv.net. Επίσης, μην ξεχνάτε ότι πλέον μπορείτε να παρακολουθείτε διαδικτυακά, αλλά και από το Rockbox τη ΣΥΤΑ UK, τις αγαπημένες σας ελληνικές και κυπριακές σειρές, τις τοπικές παραγωγές του σταθμού μας, 14 ελληνικά κανάλια από Ελλάδα και Κύπρο, αλλά και πολλές κινηματογραφικές επιτυχίες. Πριν όμως αποχαιρετήσουμε, ας ρίξουμε μια γρήγορη ματιά στις επόμενες εκδηλώσεις. Το Σάββατο 25 Απριλίου, η οργάνωση Αλκιονίδες διοργανώνει συναυλία στην κοινοτική αίθουσα του Ιερού Ναού Αγίου Παντελεήμονος στο Harrow με τίτλο Spring Concert Evening για φιλανθρωπικό σκοπό. Την Κυριακή 26 Απριλίου διοργανώνεται από την κοινότητα του Αγίου Παντελεήμονα στο Harrow αφιέρωμα στον Βασίλη Τσιτσάνη με την ευκαιρία των 100 χρόνων από τη γέννησή του με την ορχήστρα «Η Νέα Γενιά της Διασποράς». Επίσης, την ίδια μέρα θα πραγματοποιηθεί η ετήσια Γενική Συνέλευση του Συνδέσμου Ριζοκαρπασιτών στο Κυπριακό Κοινοτικό Κέντρο στις 3 το μεσημέρι. Αμέσως μετά μην χάσετε την ταινία «Τρία πουλάκια κάθονται» και αμέσως μετά την ταινία με τίτλο «Πίσω πόρτα». Τα προγράμματα που μπορείτε να παρακολουθήσετε το Σαββατοκύριακο είναι αύριο Σάββατο στις 7.30 την εκπομπή «Ανέσπερον φως» που παρουσιάζει και επιμελείται ο πρεσβύτερος Σάββας Δαβίδ Βασιλιάδης. Αμέσως μετά στις 8 το βράδυ ακολουθεί η εκπομπή «Αύριο είναι Κυριακή» που επιμέλειται και παρουσιάζει ο πρωτοπρεσβύτερος Ιωσήφ Παλιούρας. Αμέσως μετά ακολουθεί η εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV που θα σας παρουσιάσει την ετήσια χορεσπερίδα του Συλλόγου Ελλήνων Γονέων. Την Κυριακή στις 7.30 μην χάσετε την ανανεωμένη πολιτιστική εκπομπή του Hellenic TV Τεχνόπολης με νέους παρουσιαστές, τον Ρίγα Γουλιμάρη και την Βικτόρια Κωνσταντινίδου και αμέσως μετά ακολουθεί η εκπομπή πρόσωπα με τον Βασίλη Παναγή. Τη Δευτέρα μην χάσετε στις 8 το βράδυ την ανανεωμένη εκπομπή Γεώραμα που βλέπει τη γη μέσα από τους ανθρώπους της. Την Τρίτη στις 8 προβάλλεται η εκπομπή Δράξαστε Παιδείας που επιμελείται και παρουσιάζει ο πατέρας Ιωσήφ Παλιούρας. Την Τετάρτη παρακολουθήστε στις 8 την εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV, που θα σας παρουσιάσει την εκδήλωση της Σχολής Βυζαντινής Μουσικής, αφιερωμένη στους 3 ιεράρχες, ενώ στις 10 την ίδια ώρα μην χάσετε την εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV, που θα σας παρουσιάσει τη διάλεξη του Ελεύθερου Πανεπιστημίου στην Ομογένεια του Λονδίνου, με εισηγητή τον Δ. Κλέρχο Κυριακίδη. Την Πέμπτη παρακολουθήστε το Πολιτιστικό Ημερολόγιο, μια εκπομπή με πολιτιστικό και ενημερωτικό χαρακτήρα που παρουσιάζει η Σουζάννα Καζάκα στις 8. Στο σημείο αυτό, η εκπομπή Ομογένεια Εδω Λονδινο έχει φτάσει στο τέλος της. Σας ευχαριστούμε που μείνετε μαζί μας και παρακολουθήσατε το πρόγραμμά μας. Εδώ θα θέλαμε να ευχηθούμε σε όλο τον κόσμο Χριστός Ανέστη και χρόνια πολλά από τη διεύθυνση και το προσωπικό του Hellenic TV. Περισσότερα νέα από την Ομογένεια του Λονδίνου θα παρακολουθήσετε στην επόμενη εκπομπή μας. Ας ανανεώσουμε λοιπόν το ραντεβού μας για την επόμενη Παρασκευή στις 8 το βράδυ. Καλό σας βράδυ!